Vice President Kamala Harris and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz will appear together on CNN for their first joint interview on Thursday. Democrats are working to enhance their base's enthusiasm following last week's Democratic National Convention, DNC. CNN's chief political correspondent and anchor, Dana Bash, will conduct the interview, which will air at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. It marks the first time Harris has engaged in one-to-one conversation with a journalist since President Joe Biden ended his bid for a second term and endorsed her on July 21st. The 37 days since her candidacy began have generated significant excitement and momentum for Harris, including at the recent convention in Chicago. The lack of a formal news conference or interview has drawn criticism from her Republican opponents. Thursday's interview fulfills Harris's promise to schedule a sit-down before the end of August, which she made earlier in the month. With this interview, Harris's unusually brief campaign is entering a new phase following the convention. Her team anticipates increased scrutiny as she and Walz approach the final weeks before early voting begins. Harris is also preparing for a debate on September 10th with her Republican rival, former President Donald Trump. She participated in 3 interviews with content creators and influencers during the DNC last week, reflecting her campaign's belief that younger voters increasingly get news from non-traditional sources. Despite this, criticism has persisted, particularly from the Republican vice presidential nominee, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, who has criticized Harris for not facing journalistic scrutiny over the past month. Vance and Trump have conducted numerous media appearances during this period. The interview will allow Harris to clarify her positions on various domestic and foreign issues during a campaign that has thus far focused more on general sentiments than concrete policies. She will also have the chance to explain how her positions might differ from those of Biden. During a 2021 interview with NBC's Lester Holt, she responded with outrage about her failure to visit the US-Mexico border, despite her assignment to address migration root causes from Central and South America.